Unique's draft, you're not as totally sure with it as, for instance, like in game one. But overall, do you feel that Unique has been playing the better Dota today out of the two?
Yeah, I kind of don't count game two.
Yeah.
In regards to strategy, it looked like Unique just wasn't prepared for what they were dealing with, so you don't really get to see an actual demonstration of their understanding. But I'm just concerned about this morph getting consistently ran at. As Shotlo gets the wraparound.
So certainly looks like a. Well, she maybe
Battle
not.
Hunger's a lot. Oh, the cookie!
Oh, that's a lovely cookie.
Directional move right there, guys. Check it out. Hockey is important. Saves lives. Allows him to face up that high ground. So Morphling isn't going to die to Enchantress Axe, most likely, but I think they will be consistently forcing him to morph, which is a heavy hindrance on his farming efficiency. So it's going to boil down to like 1 or 2 rotations from probably the Lion or the Viper to kill the Axe to get him out of Morphling's face. And I don't think they're going to be able to do that early enough. I think Axe will just get super good timings. And because Axe will get the top tower, eventually Void's going to rotate out. I don't know. I just think EXTREMUM has a lot of threats, and Unique is very single target focused.
Okay.
That's my concern.
Could this not have been a game where, like, if you're Unique, could you have got away with switching it around and putting the morph in the mid lane? Or do you not like the matchup against Razor for morph?
I think it's more about the fact that Viper, you would have to put Viper off lane then, and then you would have to put Doom top. It would have to be a 3-person swap, which would require them to have the comfort zone of all of that happening. So that could really just be it. Yeah. Sometimes it's like, okay, guys, we could do this. It might be better if we play it perfectly, but then they say, have we ever done this before?
Sure.
And that's where it comes down to. Bracer start on Axe, and he goes for the Quelling Blade with the Rune Gold, something we're seeing more and more often on these offlaners with that Bracer buff.
And we are, for Axe on the offlane still, we're not, like, Manta is not the norm for the offlane Axe, right? We're not
I would be down for it still.
You say even on our offlane position, this is still, it is just becoming the better build.
Void is a damage-starved carry, and Razor isn't exactly the essence of damage.
Yeah.
So I'd be down for Axe to be damaged this game, because he really is their only burst, other than Snapfire ulti, which isn't exactly burst either. It takes like 3 or 4 seconds to get all that damage off. So if they have that threat, it kills heroes like Doom. It's pure damage.
Oh yeah, it's I mean,
they will just die. And they don't exactly have the best wave clear either, so giving yourself the Manta Axe gives you the hero that wants to show on the map. Faceless Void doesn't usually want to show on the map, and neither of the supports really want to show on the map either, so it gives them the good distribution when it comes to farming outside of fights.
Yeah, and sort of, and overall you do feel that for the Void this game, if Chu's not around, they're going to struggle to get kills with the Chrono. Like, they don't have huge amounts of damage, right?
Yeah, exactly. And a man of fight till the death.
I think FN wins this one.
Yeah, the Fairy Fire.
Yep.
Fairy Fire for Melajewel? No.
Very nicely. FN, he knew, he did the maths, holds his ground. What's he got coming out? Some regen, he's got a bottle. He's got something heading out here, FN, so he's going to be fine to stick out on the map.
Yeah, weird choice. He didn't have his damage from Static Link up anymore when he chose to take that engagement. It had already expired.
Oh, yeah. He's going to lose that every time then to the poison attack, stacking up on him.
Oh, nice. Uses Battle Hunger to re-aggro the creeps. Come on, let the small camp stack or form. G doing a little bit of stacking. Shotchel mission out on a bit of efficiency there. Usually you don't mind cutting like this and giving Morph some free farm because you're getting the extra camps along the way.
Yeah.
But because he blocks that small camp, effectively just giving solo experience to Morph without really benefiting from it at all. Not ideal so far in the top 2 lanes for EXTREMUM. Kyle did say he thought Viper was way better against Razor after all the nerfs to Static Link.
I mean, it's a lot of magical damage, you know. It's at the end of the day, if you've got sort of the poison stacks up and you're able to lay down the poison on the ground, you know, sure, the Razor might steal all your damage, but a lot is going to be done in return.
Yeah, you're also attack speed slowing the Razor, and most of his damage is from the attack speed of the Link, so This is what I was talking about. You're never going to kill the morph, but he's having to spend a decent amount of mana morphing himself strength, and then it also means he's not farming as fast. So it's just a bit of an annoyance. And I've experienced this as morph, and your GPM is just lower. That's really all there is to it. You're not sitting at 500 HP, hitting for 120 damage, CSing. Which is what is his really only form of efficiency. Ghostic, popping the... Oh, I thought he was doing it for the courier, but he's just trying to cut the creep wave.
He might get... Yeah, I think he's pretty dead here.
Yeah.
Well, that stun isn't going to be enough to...
Annoying.
I mean, GG just some nice body blocks as well. As... Ah, there's the bash too. Yep, they got him. They've got him.
He even tipped the clock. He's probably trying to interfere with his farm and not accomplishing anything. That's probably what that tip was for.
I mean, can Clock do too much about what Shashlo's doing up here?
That's the problem with the morph, is with that carry, no. He's just 270 move speed, and he went for a Morbid. I don't know how I feel about the Morbid mask on morph, because if you are being forced to attribute shift defensively, Morbid mask is pretty underwhelming.
Okay, yeah.
Because you're not hitting very hard. Already has the Vanguard, 5 minutes in.
Yeah, I mean, this is, you know, when you hit these sort of timings, it's very much like, okay, well, we've got to ignore the axe now or bring in extra firepower.
And that's what they're doing. Here's the Viper. This is what I was looking for when I saw the draft early on. Really important.
Yeah, very, very nice move from FN, and a very much needed one. Otherwise, Shashlo would have continued to live pretty happily on this top lane.
Yeah, Viper not traditionally a ganking mid, but when duty calls, you gotta do it. Somebody's gotta do it, and you got nobody else. The Doom's level 4, Lion's only a support. Very good rotation from FN there.
And what would you say the optimal build is for Void then, from what you've been seeing this patch?
I've been seeing a lot of Mask of Madness SNY.
Yeah.
I think that's most likely what he'll go. You do need that early sustain from something. Battle Fury is a bit too slow. You just don't do any damage. And the SNY against heroes like Lion and Doom, status resistance quite impactful. And the amp of the lifesteal with the Mask of Madness is what... You don't want to go that early BKB, because it just doesn't help you at all when it comes to farming.
I mean, do you find you're ever building Battle Fury on any carry other than PA right now?
Occasionally I see anti-mages, but otherwise the item is just incredibly underwhelming.
Yeah.
The nerf was just a lot, man. The mana regen added up. Heroes like Ursa did rely on constantly spamming their spells. You can feel it as a carry player if you bought Battle Fury 100 times last patch.
Absolutely.
It's amazing how these little nerfs to efficiency items, specifically, that just make them unpurchasable sometimes. Melajewel did lose mid, though, which is not what you want when you pick Razor, as a hero that is completely reliant on dominating his lane matchup. Chrono to no avail, it appears. Bottom lane. Okay, never mind. Set up for the Centaur
They're still going to get him. That's another kill onto Ghostic down. So a few times now that Nefrit's been able to pick up some action on the safe lane. Yes, so far, I mean, another opening where EXTREMUM are just... They seem to get off to a much better start in these games.
Oh, Shacho got greedy, man. No! No, he got so greedy. They're all missing, dude.
The cookie? It's not going to be enough.
Nah, you can't die like this. The first one's reasonable, because you kind of have to make them prove that they're going to do this. You're just being so efficient, so greedy, that if they don't do it, you're getting away with it for so much gold. But the second time around, they're all missing. Nobody's sitting mid. He's already shown you he's going to gank you once. It's not the end of the world, since the Void is also having pretty much free farm in the bottom lane. But now I'd like to see Unique make a move with this Doom level 6 when it comes out. Nearly there. Does have the Frost creep. I don't think that's the creep you want here. I would like a more nuke-based or defensive creep, as FN, he wants to carry this game.
Nice. He's doing a good job of it so far here with these movements, these sweeps between the top lane and the mid.
God, I hate Falcon Blade.
Carl's a bit of a fan of it.
I understand. If it was somebody else, I'd reevaluate, but it's just such a do-nothing item. Like, it's like, oh, I've got an extra little bit of health, mana, and damage, and...
You never buy it yourself. You always feel there's something better for the job.
Yeah, I feel like if I need the mana regen, I go Bassy. It's half the price for about the same amount of mana regen.
You're ferrying some clarity.
Yeah, and if I need HP, I would just rather go for a bigger item.
It's top lane. This is going to be another death. I mean, you said it hurt the second time. This is a third time now. This has got to be a problem.
I think the issue is their mid laners are Razor. It's not like a Leshrac or Death Prophet who's going to punish you. But G making a really good rotation here because the punishment of a mid laner consistently ganking the off laner is meant to be that he loses his tower. And doing a lot of damage, forcing rotations, but at the end of the day, this Axe, it just becomes easier and easier to kill him every single time it happens. As we're seeing the snowball effect of the first death leading to the second one, now to a third one. Do deward the Ancients, but I don't like this hood.
I was going to ask you about this, yeah. It's going straight for the hood. I mean, obviously he's feeling a lot of pressure, a lot of heat from this, but I feel in those situations, even with a hood, he probably still dies, right?
No, I want people at home to understand this, because I think it's commonly asked, like, how many items on an offlaner do you go? It completely boils down to, he's been cutting lane, right, for how long he's been cutting it for. How long can this go on? How long can he continue playing the farm efficiency game? So he got himself a 5-minute Vanguard and started buying the components of this hood 6 minutes in before he started dying. But then you're just going to keep dying. So the hood means that he intends to keep executing this same game plan for the foreseeable future. And I don't think it's going to work like that. I may end up being wrong, but the game is going to change the way it's getting played. He needs to have that Blink Dagger to set up plays for his team. And now you kind of just share farm top. Like Faces Void has to rotate out of bottom because Doom's 6. He doesn't want to be there anymore. Ends up queuing up the Maelstrom as opposed to any other options.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that they did have like a sort of a 3K lead, and that's really starting to just disappear quite quickly here.
Yeah, I think his vision of the game is incorrect here. You don't have enough. I've done this mistake countless times, so let's be very clear. Like, as an offlaner, you want to be greedy. You have a really good start. You don't want to rush that blink because that means your farming period is over. There's plenty of games where you go blink and you're like, well, there's nothing to do on the map. I wish I had a hood. But this is the complete opposite here. You do not have this. You are not unkillable. That's what the hood Vanguard's meant to be. It's like, I am absolutely unkillable. I can farm wherever I want. When you're like Centaur, Axe, their innate kit farms plenty. You don't need any farming items. You just need to be alive. But since he built to purely live, and you can see he's killable, it usually ends up backfiring. But if he can get to the Blink Dagger without dying, this greed will effectively pay off. So we'll see what happens.
And so for Unique, what are sort of the moves? You know, what are they looking to achieve right now at this stage of the game?
I think you just want to use your volley of ultimates. You have Hook, you have Finger, you have Doom. Let's just get a quick kill. And it looks like EXTREMUM's thinking the same thing with their set of ultimates.
I've got the kisses online now.
If he doesn't get Morph off, he will die. They scan, they know he's there. You probably have to chrono without time walking.
Yes, otherwise Palantimos is going to be able to start shifting.
Yeah, you have to just do it.
Oh,
okay.
Brian.
Let's be very clear to the viewers at home. He had to do that. Meaning, like, he had to chrono without time walking, but it wasn't really that close. Yeah, it's tough. I can actually understand why he did that, but it looks really bad.
Yeah. Oh no.
So the kill going in favor of Unique here. Rather, you know, both teams cast their ultimates. Still have Finger though. To the viewers at home, I'm glad I talked about the fact that he couldn't time walk in prior, so you guys can understand.
I mean, that's what he was doing, but it
still looks stupid.
Like that was one where it was never gonna hit Brian. You know, it wasn't like the morph was even in range. It was, yeah.
Okay, I'm actually gonna do the math. Let me do the math.
Well, what do you say?
Okay, let's find this out here. So Chronosphere radius. Wait, why can't I click?
It's the alt key's broken. Give it a bash. There you go. Fixed it for you.
Oh, thank you.
That's all right.
So Chronosphere's radius is 500. Yes. That means if he casts it... Wait, what's the cast range of Chronosphere? Cast range is 500. So that means that...
If you cast
that he can cast it from the very edge. That's what that means, right? So that means he can effectively cast Chrono 1,000 range. Okay, right? Like the tip of the edge of the Chrono will be 1,000 range away.
No, it'll be 750 away, right?
No.
Wait, is radius the middle to the edge? Or
radius is middle to the edge. So your cast range is 500, and the radius is also 500. So that means you can literally cast.
So you can hit someone 1,000 away.
Yes, 1,000 units away.
Correct.
And I believe Smoke Break range is 1050, I think.
No.
1025.
Oh.
So
he
actually has to break smoke to Chrono the morph.
And the smoke did break, so you think he was thinking, smoke broke, I'm going to be able to reach it.
No, he didn't break. That's what he was trying to do.
No, the smoke did break.
Oh, it did?
I'm pretty sure the smoke... I don't know if you can get a replay. I think the smoke did break before he launched it. Look. Look, smoke breaks about here.
Oh, yes. He even got the strength morph.
I mean, you're right. I
anyways.
think he did the maths there, because smoke broke. It did seem like he moves like 25 units at least closer, but it's still...
It's just interesting to me. So I actually just learned this, guys. It is theoretically impossible to Chrono out of smoke without time walking.
Units.
Yes. In the past, the radius was 50 less, but the cast range was 100 more. So it was actually possible.
Was that a number change probably done with that in mind by the people behind the patch notes?
So the funny thing is you're buffing the radius, which makes the Chrono ability better. But usually they also want to supplement a strict buff with, like, you know, a drawback. And I think that's too specific to...
You think that's a coincidence?
I'm saying it's too specific to not be a coincidence.
Okay.
To go from 1050 to 1,000 and having smoke be in the middle of that range... Dude, balancers are nuts,
very smart there.
That's cool.
Very smart.
That's the kind of... I didn't even know that going into this. That's really cool.
Yeah, we'll give him credit.
That's why I did the research there. I'm like, I'm going to learn myself. You know, I act like I'm educating the viewers at home, but it's really just two birds with one stone. I get to find out for myself when I would usually be too lazy to investigate. Misses the D ward.
Oh, that was
so
a good
that's unfortunate.
That was like having a live drawing board section during the game. Though.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Well, that was what I was supposed to do for this game, but Kyle bestowed upon me the amazing opportunity to cast with you.
What's going on down here? That looks like a pretty dead Razor. Feel like this is going to happen quite a few times. I mean, what can you achieve here? This game is mellow now as the Razor when you're this far behind.
You're literally useless.
Yeah.
Like I thought he might go like bots or like straight BKB. You know, that's why I didn't like the Falcon Blade. Falcon Blade's an item that, just like the Hood, says, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, but I'm going to have a bit more health, bit more damage, bit more mana.
Yeah.
But your hero isn't, because you lost your lane, you're not...
Like, it's just not, it's not a game where anyone's going to be like, oh no, I got linked right. You link a Doom, sure, you'll get a link off, but Doom's going to be like, I'm going to throw out all my abilities, still be useful in the team fight. Viper's still going to be useful in the team fight. Yeah, it's nobody really cares about being linked.
And your link doesn't synergize with your team's game plan. You're meant to win the fight in the Axe Call, in the Chronosphere, in the Snapfire alteration. So Link goes with fight plan of, let's draw it out for 20 seconds. I've got this extra 180 damage and kill everybody. So this was what I was a bit concerned with EXTREMUM's draft, is that the first game of the series, they proved that, quite frankly, they didn't understand how to turn an early lead into a palpable map control difference. And we're seeing it happen pretty much the same way in Game 3 so far. This would be a big kill. Dunk? Oh, chose to hold the dunk. I usually dunk for the sake of move speed. You know, just
get everyone out. Get the team onto the next objective.
Top lane. They have flare vision of him here.
Oh, nice. And Ghost Stick. Oh.
This is an escape Chronosphere.
I mean, I don't think he's escaping. I mean, that was an escape Chronosphere. Oh, maybe it was. Oh, it was. He actually makes it out. All right, Nefrit. He does get away.
We got a doubter here on the
I didn't believe there was going to be an escape part to the escape Chronosphere, but there was. He's out, and I'll tell you what, it works out perfectly. 3 dead.
Yeah, I think his team immediately ran from mid to top, and since they were conveniently S3 already from ganking the Viper, it just worked out beautifully. The stars aligned for EXTREMUM there. Just a bit too slow from Unique. I think the lack of mobility on the Lion so far. Like, he has the blink, but he was a little bit slow to catch up there.
So close to getting him, and he gets out.
That's the Sanj. That's why you go the S&Y.
Absolutely,
I thought he'd go Mask of Madness S&Y, but the Maelstrom is a decent option as well.
No, very, very nicely done there.
Morphling does get the Nether Shawl. Just a completely broken combo. You have 28 base armor, and you buy items like E-Blade. So the spell damage, the minus armor does nothing, and the magic resistance is just incredibly value. So one of the few neutral item combos that just pisses me off a little bit.
That's a very, very short. I mean, yeah, there's very few games it feels like where another Shul does not go to
Oh, God.
good place there. Whoa, they got the two-man stun. They're in, and they've caught the big ones here. Nefrit goes down, and so does Shashlo.
This is so lazy from EXTREMUM.
You feel well, you got to be prepared for that?
Look at their map vision
Where?
from EXTREMUM.
Oh, they got one
They
down
see
there.
nothing top, and they were just two-man farming Ancients.
Yeah.
Like, I'm saying, you have no information on the map.
No,
like,
that's
you don't
what
see
I'm
anything.
saying with the where. You know?
Yeah, and they just like Axe is farming an Ancient stack, and Void's like, "Hey, dude, let me come join you." And then they just get two-man Centaur stomp.
And now they lose the roast to Unique.
It's disrespect to your opponent. You don't know where they are. You know they have Lion Doom, and you just don't give it any credit. That's what I mean by lazy. It's like
Well, it's just one of those things that you feel that 9 out of 10 times that's going to be the outcome in a game.
the point is
this point.
that if the opponent happens to be ganking right there, you're both just gonna die. And since you don't see them, the way I've learned to have to think about high-level Dota is if the opponent has the capability of ganking you, and they're not proving to you that they're doing something else with the information you have or the information they're providing you, then you have to assume they're ganking you, and you have to be poised and positioned to deal with it. So I think it's mainly the fact that Void walked in and farmed it with them, which was the bad part. It's like if Axe dies, it's not the end of the world, but both of them dying is real bad.
Well, come out with a smoke.
Okay, illusion. Oh, dude, give the Axe the...
Wait, they didn't give it to Shashlo?
Oh, no.
Oh, you would. I'll tell you what, you would be fuming if that was you, Brian.
Dude,
If your Razor took that, he'd already been suffering and lost mid,
I'd
and he
be pissed.
takes it away from Shashlo.
Yeah, go ahead
Imagine
and
the
farm with that
farm.
illusion razor. Asshole. That's actually like 2 creep waves that are pushed in for the next minute because of Axe illusions, but it's fine, it's fine.
Poor old Shashlo.
Oh, look at that pure farming speed coming out there. Yes. Look at that. That's like 20 damage a hit. Okay, he's actually microing and getting the... I can respect
He's
this.
putting the effort in.
He is microing. If he was not microing, this would be incredibly unacceptable.
Well, there we go.
Yeah, it's kind of similar to game 1, though. They have Lion Doom. It's like, eventually the fights, if they cast their spells on you... If both teams cast their spells, Unique's going to win. And with the Aegis in Morph's hands, it makes it so they have a thorough Dangler.
It's got that
They have somebody that
E-Blade.
goes in first. Everyone on the Radiant is threatened by this.
Yep.
I'm a bit shocked that since Razor had such a bad start and Axe had such a good start, that he did not consider going for the Manta build.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that was sort of the call of the team. You know, maybe Shashlo himself would have liked to, but the team was saying that they felt he needed other things here. As Razor needs to be saved. Nice cookie here from Chu. Ghostic and FN still kind of toying around with him here, but not wanting to commit. Smoke up from EXTREMUM. They're ready to go with their ults.
I just think they're going to have damage issues on EXTREMUM. I'm concerned
It's got to be
ability.
yeah.
Okay, you're going to blink, call somebody, then what? Chrono on top of your Axe? Like,
I mean, it's got to be a big Chrono and a big Kisses. They've got to get that combo.
if they can call 2 or 3, and then Chrono with the Kisses are all hitting all 3 targets. Oh,
The buyback come out. It's big numbers. Oh, it's a Chrono. Oh, no, but the Hex is there. The Doom's out as well onto the Void. The Chrono is not going to achieve anything close to what they needed. As the Void goes down, they will lose big number. This should be a cleanup here for Unique as they chase down the Razor with the E-Blade. Razor's gone. Shashlo has no way out of this. So all 3 cores taken out. It needed to be perfect, and it wasn't anywhere close, unfortunately, there for EXTREMUM. They could not find the jump.
This is such a good lesson for the people at home, because the reason why I think I'm qualified to talk about this lesson is I have learned it myself so many times. It all comes down to itemization.
From what, you know, would you be the Void or the Axe in this situation?
I'm talking about the Axe. I think Void
you played
did
the Axe in this,
like
yeah.
the only thing Void did wrong this game was the Chronosphere at the triangle and the walking into the Ancients, which are mistakes, but it's not what I think is causing them to lose. What happened was Razor lost his lane. So the status quo is not good for you, which means you have to buy an item that changes the game. Like something you can do that makes you impactful. And then he goes Falcon Blade. It's like, okay. And then Axe, since his Razor's having a tough start, he's going to get more attention drawn to him, and the opponent's going to gank you. But he goes Hood thinking, I have more time to farm. But also, you have damage issues because your Razor in the mid lane is struggling. And he goes Hood, Vanguard, Blink. So I think a combination of the Razor and Axe having what I would call just straight up poor itemization is really costing them here.
We're going to get Slayer. Oh, a little off with the cookie combo there. Palantimos, he's actually going to turn and start punching back into Mellow. Backup's on the way here for Unique. Ghost sticks around, so Extremum can't push for more. Oh,
yikes.
Brian.
Dude, you knew he was having a tough time, like he was really frustrated when he took that illusion rune from Axe. Because that's when you're just not thinking straight. That's the kind of stuff when you're thinking very vividly and clearly, you're not going to take that illusion rune from Axe, right? But when you're a little bit flustered, randomly pop your BKB. I've been here, done that. He's definitely nervous. That's the only explanation here.
Well, definitely hurts. That was one of the longer charges of it.
The positive is they probably will not win or lose based on that button press.
But it's just sort of a sign of what maybe are things to come if.
And we're just getting in the head of Melojule a bit here. He's definitely rattled. And that's, we've all been there.
I mean, we've all had.
The game's not over yet, you know?
Laning against a Viper's never fun, you know.
That is absolutely true. There are some things in Dota that no matter how many patches, no matter how much changes, it'll never be enjoyable.
You see
Laning
that
Viper?
It's
No thanks.
Yeah.
Broodmother's in the game, ready for a boring game too. You know, that's just how it is. As much as I think Brood is good for the game in the sense that cheese heroes make drafting a little bit more interesting and you have to be prepared for everything, God, what a boring hero. Every game with Brood in it. Have you ever watched a Brood game and just been like, wow, the Broodmother?
Oh. Chrono.
Now what?
Oh no, he missed. Oh, they must get. They do.
Okay.
They get Palantimos. I'm gonna
heal from Enchantress.
He's keeping Void alive.
Follow him. He has to follow him.
They're going to be able to get Nefrit out of it.
Okay, that's sick.
Nefrit is going to live. FN, he is able to TP out.
Okay.
But hey, that's a dead Morph, and they lost nothing for it. They got the Morph, and they don't lose anyone themselves.
That's huge. Finger was used. Doom was used.
Yep.
Let's snowball this into more. Let's go Extremum.
See what they can do here.
Dude, that BKB pop meant nothing, you know? Just, you're back in it. No worries here, Melojule. Farm those Lion illusions.
Very
Just trying to be
nice.
encouraging. Honestly, everyone needs an encouraging voice when you are feeling a little bit off.
Good setup here, and a little off there with the blink on the axe, but it didn't matter. They had enough burst to stop Palantimos from being able to morph out of it all.
The Chronosphere buff actually hurt them there. The 50 more radius that Axe wouldn't have been in there.
Axe would have been out. Maybe they would have got more than just the morph, actually, if they got the cool off. Mellow. BKB on cooldown still for 4 seconds. So, oh, maybe. No, he's dead.
Oh, God,
Chashlo tries to jump in to save him.
Save a buddy, Syndrome, no.
Or maybe the cookie. Chew. He's got him out. But, oh, no, now Chew's going to die as well. Oh, no, it really was one after another there. Mellow goes down. Chashlo tries to save him. Shashlo's going down. Chew tries to save him. They all die.
I just hate this Hood purchase, man. It's so...
Oh, with that hook shot, though. Slayer. He's caught a 4th.
Oh, nice cookie usage from Palantimos there. I love watching Morph players do some like cutesy stuff with the random heroes they morph into and like a gank. You're never going to morph into a Snapfire in the middle of a team fight.
No.
It's like pretty underwhelming. But that was cool.
Well, 4 heroes suddenly dead on the side of Extremum as Unique are going to start banging at the tier 3. BKB on Nefrit, so he'll have a much easier shot of getting in and holding that chrono for the prime opportunity.
Yeah, he might just get doomed anyway, is the problem.
That's true, yeah. Doom
We're looking for a Lotus Orb on somebody.
Yeah.
Maybe Axe or Enchantress if he ever scrapes it together. I think a 4 Enchantress here is usually more valuable than 5 because you end up with a bit of farm anyways because of the creep going around the map. But I think I want him to have that extra 2,000 or 3,000 net worth that a 4 Enchantress would have.
There we go. They've got the ults, they've got the chrono. Let's go. See what Extremum can catch here.
Oh, they break out of ward.
Oh. And now they're going to be the ones to be able to get the jump here. Unique. Nefrit will put the BKB. He's going to drop the Chrono down onto the Viper. See if they've got enough damage. The kisses are coming in. FN will fall.
What happened there? Did he just like get double forced?
I think someone tried to force him in at the same time he was getting forced back out. That's 2 for 2 here. Gonna try and turn towards Palantimos, but the sun's out. They've got the lockdown, the Hex to follow up as well. Void taking heavy damage, he's gone. It's another kill for Palantimos. Triple kill. This will be the Morph cleaning up this fight.
Yeah, I think Unique's just the better team after watching this series. I think both teams came in with an idea of the strategies that would work for them. And Unique was a bit experimental in game 2, saying, we lost to this yesterday. Maybe we can pull off, like maybe we figured out in the last day. But they clearly hadn't. But outside of that Broodmother cheese, Unique kind of just plays the map a bit better. I think their timings are more crisp. They're more aligned. You know, I didn't really see like some massive spike from EXTREMUM. I think a few plays going their way, EXTREMUM might have taken this game. But after Axe had such a good start, #1 net worth at 8 minutes into the game, suddenly just dies 3 times.
Yeah, that's tough.
Look at him now, you know, sixth on the net worth, barely higher than his Enchantress.
I mean, this has got to be a point of the game still. You got 3k gold. Don't invest in the only he's going to invest in the BKB. Still, that temptation's got to be there to just get a Manta in, just for like for shoving the waves out, keeping the game going right, having some sort of scaling. Like, it's never too late for a Manta, is it?
If they win a fight off this BKB,
okay,
would be a good time.
Let's see. It's going to allow them to keep the lockdown onto the clock, but they've lost Razor at the start of the fight immediately. Palantimos just over to Shashlo, tears him apart. G goes down. Another triple kill here for Palantimos.
DD hits for 857 damage.
And Roche is up as well.
Well, he morphs a lot, so it's hard to tell how much he hits for. But the idea is he hits for over 800 damage. Or 700 maths day long. Actually, today was short, but yesterday was long.
Who took the shard here?
Clockwork, jetpack? Hell yeah, let's go.
Why? Isn't that the worst shard on the team?
You know, Cap's a hater.
Yeah,
but I always just say, what is Cap now, you know? Yeah. Even though I think he is onto something.
And he does play a lot of clock.
He does.
Or he did,
he does, yeah.
He's got a lot of clock games.
But let's be honest, like, for the morale of the team, the Clockwork should get the shard.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, it definitely is. You know, if you feel that you're winning and your clock, you see him with his shard flying about.
You see him with a jetpack.
Then you're gonna feel like, well, we're winning. You know,
this guy has a jetpack.
He's got a jetpack.
We can literally reach any height.
Exactly.
We can do anything we want to do.
I got the double doom now and Ghost Stick refresher done.
He did the same build game 1. Seems like his go-to. What's better than dooming one guy?
Mm-hmm.
Dooming 2. Or 4 if you have a Grimstroke. Or 3, I guess.
Oh! He gets him with a call, but he only catches the line. I thought he might actually have been able to reach more than that, Shash. That may still be quite nice for them, though.
The jetpack!
Is it actually going to save him? The Battle Hunger is going to take him down pretty low. But that jetpack actually saved his life.
Wait, no, I think he's going to die. He's trying to last in a creep.
Oh.
He was trying to last in a creep with flare. Oh, that's so funny. That's the kind of stuff you love about Dota. There's like some awesome team fight going on, and this little Clockwork's living in his own little world. Please, let me last in something with his flare.
They get the call in onto the Morph. Palantimos, he's low. But he's fine. Actually turning into the Void there for a time walk. He's keeping himself alive here with a life steal. Palantimos, he's not even going down the once, is he? Well, finally, Aegis has gone.
He really likes chronoing Viper.
He has got the Viper. See if he's got the damage. Cheese! FN's back up to full HP. Ghost sticks in with a 2-man stomp. Mello's dead. It's a dieback from him. As that'll be it. GG is called. Another fight, another triple kill here for Palantimos, as it will be Unique taking the game. And with that,